around the world in football. Hello, my name is Poopy Twitchy Luke. You're seeing this video because I didn't stream last week, so yeah. I thought I need to get some Football Manager content up today for the YouTube. If you're seeing this at the start of the Twitch, then just thought it was an easy way to show you the signings and where we are, because we are actually exactly where we left off last time. I chose to lead that Lizny team into a next season in the Ukrainian second division, the Persha Liha. So here we are, still here. Can you believe it? It looked like we were about to leave, but we're not. If you remember the end of last stream and video, we survived relegation by the skin of our teeth, and were then actually presented with a wage budget, like actually a decent one. And you better believe I spent quite a lot of it. I think it was 20 grand. I'll have shown it on screen. You'll have seen it. But yeah, we spent a lot of it. And that's where we are. Let's meet some of the new friends. Or actually, let's start with the players who left the club. Yuri Tetarenko left. He's old. Ivan Ponomarenko left because he wasn't very good when he played. Danilo Falkovsky left because he's 30 and better options. And finally, as we already knew, Nazar Voloshin left because he didn't want to sign a new deal, because he thought he could do better elsewhere. He's still a free agent. August. On to who has come into the club. We're going to start with the loan deals, because, well, they're loan deals, so they probably will only be here for the season, unless we can get them on a free next season, if we're still here. Season. Say season more. Starting with Ivan Adrejko. He's a right-hand winger, or left. Good with both feet. Very good for this level, actually. Will be fighting for a place. We'll get to why. Denis Nakonechny. Another central attacking midfield option. Again, and 3 out of the 4 loans are from Dynamo Kiev, so big up to Dynamo Kiev for that. He's pretty good. Also will be fighting for that position, and probably needs better work rate. But he does try killer balls often, so good for him. Rotislav Zipir is here. The only loan not from Dynamo Kiev, from Karpaty, who are in the league above. He's 19. He's very physically gifted, and sometimes that's all you need. He's got a little bit of other things as well. And the last loan is Bodan Ramanik, hopefully, also from Dynamo Kiev. He is a rotation left back for us, also very good for this level, and will challenge for the starting space. On to the permanent free transfers, and we start with the hero of the relegation playoff. Anton Harabazi has joined us permanently. His contract with Shakhtar ended. Ended, and he's arrived permanently. £400 a week. Big boy, big player. Big injury, actually. He's out for a little while, so we won't see him again for a few months. His bravery's dropped, which is not good when your main asset is heading and being absolutely gigantic, Anton. He's here. Another returning face, but this time on a permanent deal, is Kairolo Ozipenko is back. This time, permanent deal. Also, his contract ended after his loan deal with his parent club, well, former parent club. He's joined us now, permanently, 450 quid a week. You could see why, with 20 grand in wages, and wages being this sort of low, you can get some pretty decent ballers out here. Vitaly Lobko, he's 22, he's from Ukraine, he's a striker, he's a striker. The song, not necessary, but here is Vitaly Lobko. He is going to be challenging for the starting striker role. Again, there's been some serious signings, but Vitaly is Ukrainian, so with only 3 foreign players allowed in the starting 11, Vitaly's going to get some starts because there's some foreign players. Let me tell you right now, I'm saving them for the end. Some of the better ones. You'll see. Artem Prizyazhinyuk, I hope, is a midfield option, mainly for the defensive midfield role. Again, Ukrainian, 350 quid a week, a little bit of potential. He's a good rotation option. I know it says important player. A lot of these players came in and said, well, you don't have the options in there yet, so I want to be the main option. And then I brought in even more options, and they were like, well, I still want to be the main. It's going to be an issue, but we'll get to it. You know? What's that? Is that a new number 1 goalkeeper? It is. It's Danilo Suntsov. He's 21. He is Ukrainian. And he's the new number 1 goalkeeper. We were challenging with some other big sides. Mainly like top. Well, a couple of sides that got relegated into our division from the top division. Were challenging for this guy's signature. His command of area and communication isn't the best, but in terms of just raw shot-stopping ability, he's pretty good, and he's got a bit of potential as well. £600 a week, and you can see his value compared to a lot of players that we've had previously. Big. I think we've actually got him on a release clause as well. Yeah, if he goes to a higher division, 120 grand, and he gets some of that money as well. We had to really make sure we got this one. There were not too many keepers hanging about. And we already missed out on our first option, who I now can't remember, but he's dead to me, whoever he is. Timur Butenko. He's the left wing. And he loves being the inside winger, which we are still playing. Don't worry. Also Ukrainian, 22, bit of potential. Decent. He's decent. Just don't let him shoot from distance, because he can't. Danilio, another one. Brevson this time, though. 24 years old. Apparently has potential. Maybe a late bloomer in the making. Can cover the attacking mid-role if we need it. He's got good all-round attributes, but he's mainly here to also help out as a spare right-back if needed, which he's actually quite good at. Especially the defensive element of the wing-back role. But yeah, he can fill in a number of positions. Not right now, though. He's slightly injured. £850 a week. The number is going up. The more players we sign. Abdullah Darwish, or Darvish, is one of the foreign players in the squad, but being under 21, he doesn't actually have to be registered. He's from Syria, got a number of Syrian under-21 caps. He's got a bit of potential. He is a striker. Luckily, at this point, we got enough players in that he accepted the role of breakthrough prospect. Could have a big future. Got good finishing. Good potential. Maybe a sellable asset, considering all of these are on free transfers. So, you know, have we got your release clause on you? No. We can just sell you for what you want when you want. Have it. Sorry, Abdullah. Tyson Wesley. He's another foreign player. He's a Jamaican centre-back. Jamaican me crazy with all these signings. He's also young. He's also got a little bit of potential. Mainly brought in later in the window due to the injury to the Habazali. I've forgotten how to say his name already. It's been a long day. Tyson's here to come in when need be. Also accepted breakthrough prospect. We're also filling out the youth academy second team, Lisney 2. We have a Lisney 2 now, by the way. We got offered the chance to set up Lisney 2. We set up Lisney 2. Hafid Issa Ali, the Tanzanian under-21 striker, with 5 goals in 3 under-21 international appearances. Another breakthrough prospect you'll see there. This guy, actually very good with both feet, and he's gigantic. For a 19-year-old, he's really big, he can jump real high, and he can smash a header in. Pretty strong as well. Likes to shoot from distance with only 8 long shots. Not sure why, but again, more just filling out potential players. You can see Hafid here has quite a lot of it. Now, all of those signings so far were in sort of date order, chronological order, if you will. You can see the 14 transfers in on free transfers. But I have saved a select few now because they are truly exceptional signings. And we're going to see one starting right now with Omar Al-Siyabi, who is an Omani striker. He's 19 too. Can't stop. But the potential on this guy is even better. Places his shots. Basically both-footed. Good finishing. Decent heading. Good bit of pace. Composed. Off the ball. Sensational. That's say regular starter. One of 3 strikers who will be fighting for that number 1 space up top. We're hoping for big things from Omar. £875 a week. He's backing himself. Well, we got Euro release clause. Yeah, 180k for clubs in a higher division. With that potential, we'll see. And here is the 3rd striker, who is also competing for that space. We've got in a young Brazilian, as is tradition in Ukrainian football. The likes of Shakhtar have often brought through exciting young Brazilians into the European game. It's either Ukraine or Portugal. There are exceptions, but Ukraine and Portugal love it. This is Alexandro. He's a star player. He's already top notch. He's got the potential. He loves an overhead kick, does our Alexandro. And he's getting better. He's pretty good. Alright? He's pretty good. We got those 3 strikers I've shown you. So, what are we going to do? Rotation. 2 of them are foreign, so they might not even be able to start sometimes. But we'll see. Roberto Romero from El Salvador. Another star player. 4-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, 19 years old. This kid is a bit special in the deep-lying playmaker or defensive mid-role. He can play either. He's got the under-21 cap. Can you tell how I scouted? Can you tell that I went and looked at players with at least 1 under-21 international cap who was available on a free transfer and invited them in? You could see what's happened. Also, any free Ukrainians who are around, we invited them in on a trial. The trial farm was crazy this summer. Roberto Romero is one of the picks of the bunch on 1.2k a week. He also has a release clause 165k. A lot of release clauses going around, isn't there? But this guy also 16 leadership. If he stays here, if we can take this guy up a level or 2, he could be a future captain. Yeah. Big things planned for Roberto. One more signing, and I've saved the best till last, in my humble opinion. Well, it's actually, you can discuss in the chat or comments who you think is the better signing. Is it Roberto Romero or is it Mergim Sadiki, the Albanian winger at 19 years old? Also 4-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. He does have the mercenary personality, which means he's already looking upwards. I think he demanded a release clause. We have got one for 180 for Siddiqui, but he's pretty good. I mean, his teamwork could be better, work rate could be better, but in terms of raw physical ability, bit of flair, bit of crossing, dribbling, finishing, first touch, passing, technique, he's got it all at 19. Also has the under 21 cap. That's how we found him. And yeah, he's pretty special in that regard. And that is the signings. Like I said, we've done a lot. We're still looking at more. The Omani striker. I had to promise him that we'd get him a friend. So we're now looking at terrible under 21 Omani players just to bring in for the hell of it. Because we need a friend for our Omani striker. It's a weird world we're living in. It's not real, first of all. I don't know if this is going to happen in 2029. But if it does, I'll be the manager of Lisney in real life. And we can all think about it. There is a lot going on. I'll show you here in the transfer history. If you just go to all, you can see 76, because that's how many sort of trials and stuff have been going on. I think there's actually been more. Yeah. Marchenko went. Jardiel was another Brazilian striker we were looking at. I decided we could only get one. I think this is Balai. Yeah, this is the other Ukrainian goalkeeper we were looking at, who I said a minute ago was dead to me. He does look better, but we can't cry over spilt milk, and we can only laugh, giggle, and touch ourselves to the player we did get. Not really sure about the wording there. All of this, by the way, has meant that if we go to the Persha Liha, we're on the eve of the first league game, which is why I've recorded this for you now. We're actually up in 4th in the predicted league table. Yeah. Apparently these signings were electric. They are very good signings indeed. We've flown up the predicted table. Of course, it's only predicted table, and I think we're still only expected to avoid relegation. So hopefully we can do that. The club still doesn't want to give me any badges, but they would give me 20,000 wage budget too. It doesn't make sense. Either way, here is the sort of star ratings for our first team now. You can see we got some really, at least a squad's worth of highly rated players, and potential-wise, even more. I've invested long-term into this club now. There are a few players who only on one-season deals or, again, loans. So there's time. We're going to have to nail this season and then go from there, essentially. Like I say, we've still got a bit of money left over. Might save it in case we need to renew any contracts immediately. But for now, it's a bloody good team. And we've managed to keep some of our better players around. Even the likes of Sheliketa, the right back, who highly rated Ukrainian. I promised him he could leave if his minimum fee release clause was met, which is 14.25 thousand. Nobody's come in, and I'm not offering him out. He'll have to get over it. We've also managed to keep around Yakuntov on the other side, the left back, which is why the left back in on loan, Romanuk, is competition. Whoever plays best gets the place. I've also, as you can see here, moved one of the centre-backs into a defensive mid-position. So we're now playing a very basic 4-2-3-1. We're starting balanced rather than cautious. Just to show that otherwise everything else is pretty the same. 2 inverted wingers, inside wingers, attacking midfielder, in behind a centre-forward. One of the midfielders is now a deep line playmaker. But I think the quality upgrade across the squad means we can make these little additions, like move one centre-back further forward, move the mentality up a little bit. Maybe if it's still not quite there, we can go a bit more. Other than that, I think I've kept everything the same for now. Bypass the press, bit standard. Yeah, I think I've upped the lines there. But yeah, basically, we're effectively ready to get into this season. A full season in the Persia Liha, which of course does contain this gigantic winter break from the 21st of November to the 27th of March. So, look forward to that. Anyway, we're also in the Cup. I didn't get to play in the Cup last year. We're already out by the time I joined. I had to save this lot. Friendlies, you can see there. You don't need to know. They're not that important. Yeah. Lisney. For the second time round. We're still here. There were other job offers, but they weren't as good. And I invested into the signings by the time that anything came up that was even remotely interesting. And they were all relegation battles in leagues that were already halfway through. So again, not that interesting. But there you go. If you're seeing this ending, that means you're watching this on the YouTube. You can go and see the stream now on the Twitch. Make sure to follow while you're over there. Where the stream will stay up for a week, so you can watch it in full. Or if you're happy to wait, like, subscribe, and the actual full highlights of the stream will be out next week, and you can continue the journey in episodic, edited down format here on the YouTube. Thanks. Bye.